From beautiful Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, we've got the American League Wild Card Series on the show. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for Game 2, Chris.
Absolutely, and it might seem like there's not as much pressure if you've already got a win in Game 1, but they're dying to close this series out right here and now. The last thing they want is to lose the momentum and go into a do-or-die Game 3. That's a lot of pressure.
Sometimes it feels like every game in a 3-game series is do-or-die. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now, and towing the slab for the Boston Red Sox in this one, Tanner Houck. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Ball, no.
Well, second pitch of this game and already getting squeezed a little bit.
Falling behind 2-1.
Ball, no.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
The other way. Durant pulls that one down, and there's one away. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. O'Neill, a former Gold Glove winner, 29 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2013. Upstairs, and that is ball 1. There's the strike. 1 out, base is empty. That's in there, and the count 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And the batter will be the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. And first offering is fouled off. And that one hammered back there. Get out of town. And it gives them the lead in the first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
So 2 away with nobody on. Ahmed Rosario, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swing and a foul out of play. And he hits a ground ball right side. Bregman to first. And the inning is over. Solo homer brings in one for Baltimore. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching the American League Wild Card Series on the show. Back here at Fenway, and on the mound in this one, Zach Eflin.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Bottom of the first, and stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Way back there. Out of here. That one felt good. It's 1-1. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Now a chance for David Hamilton. Just missed. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in Game 2 of the Wild Card Series. Check swing, went around, and now it's even 1-1.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
Just missed.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Can't make contact with the sweeper.
Full count.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Tied up here in the early going. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. A sliding stop and short. Not in time. He's safe.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Man aboard, and here is Devers. Line drive, he brings it down. Nice play. And let's take a look at the lineup. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
Kerry Carpenter stands in now and watches strike one. Hamilton, the base runner at first with one out. Next offering is down low, and the count even 1-1. That one ripped, but foul. And downstairs. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. The throw to third. Not in time. He's safe.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Now it's Alex Bregman. There's the strike.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
And that's downstairs and outside.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Sliced hard but foul. Got him looking. Huge strikeout there.
Well, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You have the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
And here is Tristan Casas. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. 1 runs in, and it hits off the monster. Coming home. In there, he's safe. In to score from first. And they take a 2-run lead.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
And with 2 down, the Red Sox. The early lead. Here's the catcher, Connor Wong. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Man on second, 2 down. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. As he's held up and forced to stop at third.
He was all over that one. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Abreu now at the plate. First offering, and it just misses.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
And the 1-0.
Ball 2.
In the dirt, but kept close. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Swing and a foul straight back. Fouls one off. 2-2. Now he breaks his bat. Henderson settles under it and makes the catch. And that ends the inning. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Wild Card Series Game 2. And into the box for Baltimore, Colton Cowser. Back to work. Gotta love the intensity of postseason baseball. Players on both sides at such a high level of emotion. Everything is amplified. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Talk about that intensity, Boo. It comes out of everybody. Think about celebrations by players like Carlos Correa, Jose Bautista, Kirk Gibson. Just iconic moments.
Durant makes the catch. 1 away. Cedric Mullins. will hit next. And that one misses up and in. Ball one.
One ball, no strike.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
And a strike in there. On the ground, right side. And he takes it himself for the out. Two down, bases empty. Here's the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. First pitch just misses.
1-0.
2 outs, bases empty. Next offering is in for a strike.
No.
Right through there for a strike.
2-2.
And it remains 2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
High fly ball out towards left center. Durant makes the grab on the run. So they go quietly there. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Orioles 1. Back inside Fenway Park. Here's the center fielder, Ceddanne Rafaela. And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball. Next pitch is outside. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time. And the drop third strike leads to the first out. Back to the top of the lineup. And the batter now, Jarren Duran. He's already homered in this game. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
In the air, left field. 2 away. Now it's the shortstop, David Hamilton. Reached on an infield single his first time. And there's a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one back there. Grabs it right up against the wall. And we're back here at Fenway Park, all set for the start of the inning. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. In the air out to center. Into the dive, and he got it.
Oh, this is an all-in effort right here. Going back on it, knows that the outfielder's not going to get there, lays out, and makes a tremendous catch. What a great job of picking up his pitcher.
And next for the Orioles, Jorge Mateo. Swing and a chopper out to short. Got him.
Got him. That's an out.
So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. 0 for 1 so far. Off the mark there, and it's 1-0.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle, and with 2 outs, 1 swing can put you right back in this ball game.
Fastball for a strike, and the count even at 1. Just missed. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Orioles, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Bottom of the inning, so stepping in for Boston, Rafael Devers. That one fouled off.
You know, these Red Sox doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Next pitch is outside. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Started to go at the 1-2. A check on it to third. And yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Earl Hendricks. So here's the cleanup hitter, Kerry Carpenter. Singled and scored his first time. And it's fouled away. That one outside, and 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
That misses. Now 2-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Check swing, hit on the ground. Whips it to first on the run. On the money. Nice play.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Here's Alex Bregman. Struck out looking his first time. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. On the ground to third. Tosses across to first, and they get Bregman for the out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Red Sox go down quietly as the lead remains 3-1. Back here at Fenway Park, start of the fourth, and into the box for Baltimore, Tyler O'Neill. Strike on the inside corner.
You know, these Orioles just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. And there's one down. Now at the plate, Gunnar Henderson. He's already homered here in this one. You know, Singy, they talk about Red Sox Nation, but there is something to that because the Boston Red Sox aren't just about Boston or Massachusetts. It's that whole New England area. So you're talking about Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Northern Connecticut. There's a whole segment of the country that is locked in on the Boston Red Sox pitch to pitch throughout the summer. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Duran brings it in, and there's two away.
They travel really well, and I think Red Sox fans are sprinkled all over the country.
And stepping in is the speedy Ahmed Rosario. Grounded out his first time up. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Here in game 2 of the wild card series. Ground ball right side. Bregman tosses to first. That ends the frame. Offense held in check there. We're midway in the fourth. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Orioles 1. Back here in Boston, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Tristan Casas. And ball one. Outside corner, there's a strike. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, but great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to him, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game.
He's got it, and a quick out number 1. And next for the Red Sox, Connor Wong. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Out towards right center field. Mullins in pursuit. Nabs it. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. He's 0 for 1. First pitch misses. Abreu, 25 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
That was loud contact and a no-doubt double off the bat. I didn't know it was going to land in the bullpen, though, and he's really improving his accuracy out there. It's almost like he tried to do it.
Ceddanne Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Cowser makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. 1 left for the Red Sox, and the score stays 3-1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Back to work. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You've got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
Pitch misses there, and the count now 2-0. And that's outside.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Next offering is in for a strike.
It's a good spot with the 3-0 pitch right there. You don't want to lay something in and it turns out to be a homer.
Next offering finds the zone, and the count is full.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
That's ripped to right, down the line. Squeezes it, and there's 1 away. Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles. Grounded out his first time. And that's in the dirt.
1-0.
Red Sox leading it by 2. That's in there, and it's 1-1. Went with the sweeper for the strike.
1-2.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Abreu pulls it down, and there's 2 away. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. Fly to left his first time. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. It's softly on the ground left side, and that's just foul. Center field, and makes the grab, and that is that. So they make short work of him there. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Orioles 1. Wild Card Series Game 2. Now here is Jarren Duran.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
He swings and fouls one off. Edge of the zone for a strike, and the count is 0-2. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Henderson makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Well, Boog, after watching the first inning of this one, you would not have expected that this pitcher would be in such a groove and still in the ball game at this point.
That's the third. Whips it to Mountcastle, and a couple of quick outs. Two down, bases empty. Now the third baseman, Rafael Devers. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch, and he just misses. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
Red Sox by 2. That one misses, and that's ball 2.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Got it. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, but they still lead it 3-1. Top 6. And now here is Ryan Mountcastle. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1.
No, that's a ball.
And there's the strike. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. 1 down. Jorge Mateo, the next to hit for the Orioles. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Line drive, base hit. And now the lineup turns over with 1 away.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Here's Adley Rutschman. Mateo runs. Pitching for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Man at second. Swinging a foul straight back. 0-2 now. And a base hit up the middle. Mateo around third. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single, and it's a one-run game.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
One gone, runner at first. Tyler O'Neill, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Rafaela under it. Drops into the glove. 2 away down. Gunnar Henderson getting ready to hit. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Bregman is under it, and that'll do it. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Bottom of the 6th inning, and now the DH, Kerry Carpenter.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
And a pitch. And that one popped in the air, left field. O'Neill drifts towards it, and there's 1 down.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away here in Game 2 of the Wild Card Series. And that drops in for a strike. And he gets Bregman. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Two outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Tristan Casas. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Two outs. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. That one missed.
2-1.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And it's fouled off. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Down in order go the Red Sox. But they're up 3-2. New arm out of the bullpen, Gregory Soto. Well, 1-run game. Now it's the DH. Ahmed Rosario has grounded out a couple of times. hit in the air, left field. Duran has this one sized up. One up, one down.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Now it's the right fielder, Colton Cowser. This one lifted in the air, left field. Duran snags it for the second out. Cedric Mullins, the next to hit. Soto, 30 years old now. They got him off of waivers earlier this season. Action in the pen down there. Brennan Bernardino up and throwing. Suarez, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Trying to hold a one-run lead here in the late stages of Game 2. Swing and a base hit.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes on you, just got to battle.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Gregory Soto is done, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. New pitcher on here, Robert Suarez. Runner at first with 2 away. So next to hit for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg. Runner takes off. Pitch is high. Throw, save.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
Holding on to a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Lifted in the air, out to left. And that is that.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Red Sox, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results. On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Misses, and that's ball 3.
That's a great take. Tried to get him to chase just outside the zone, but he wouldn't offer.
That one drilled left field. And it bangs off the monster. Around first, heading for 2. The throw in, not in time. That's a leadoff double. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Wilyer Abreu now at the plate. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Zach Eflin gives way, and he kept him in it even though he's in line for the loss right now. New arm when we come back. Coming out for the Orioles, Keegan Aiken.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And that misses. And that is ball one.
Well, with both starters out of the game, this quickly becomes a bullpen game, and this is something we see more and more in the game today, especially in the postseason.
And that is out of play.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
That's off the inside corner. Now 2 balls and a strike.
1 strike.
Just missed.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And that one fouled off. Three-two. Base hit center field. Coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Shortened up the swing and went right back up the middle.
So up next, Ceddanne Rafaela. Pitch misses there. Ball 1.
1-0.
Abreu gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And that one hammered out towards left field. That one back there, and it is gone way over the monster. And they boost their lead. It's 6-2.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So digging in, Jarren Duran. Now fly ball to right center. Mullins in pursuit. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Now batting, shortstop, Hamilton.
And stepping in for Boston, David Hamilton. 1 for 3. Fastball for a strike at 95. Next pitch inside. 1-1. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Off the mark there. And a count 2-1. Bunting for a hit. Grabs it barehanded, and they get the out.
So smooth with the barehanded play right there. I mean, that was really nice. He knew he didn't have time to get the glove on it and make a transfer, so he did everything he could for the out, and clearly it was bang bang shrimp at first.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the third baseman, Rafael Devers. That one catches the zone. That's strike 1. Sets him down looking. A controversial called strike 3 to end the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Now a 6-2 ball game. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Liam Hendricks.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And into the box for Baltimore. Ryan Mountcastle. Inside, just missed. Boston's bullpen with some activity. Aroldis Chapman up and loosening in the pen. Bernardino also getting ready.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Makes a nice running catch. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Mateo stands in here, takes ball one low.
No strike.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. In the air, center field. Rafaela settles underneath it, and there's 2 down. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Ball 2.
2 down, nobody on. Here in game 2 of the wild card series. There's a strike.
2-1.
This to center field. Rafaela makes his way towards it. Throws to second. Tag, and he's safe. It's a hustle double.
You got to get on your horse and get to that ball and get it back in, because he's going to come barreling around first and put some pressure on you. If you bobble it or you don't get there in a hurry, it's going to make you look silly and end up on second base.
And next for the Orioles, Tyler O'Neill. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. Battling here as he fouls it away. Runner at second, 2 down, and we're in the top of the 8th. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Third out, and that ends the frame. 1 left for the Orioles. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the DH, Kerry Carpenter. Now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, Andrew Kittredge. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And that one lifted in the air center field. Mullins on his way over. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now back, second baseman,
Alex Bregman digs in now.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And the slider just misses.
1-0.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Popped foul out of play off to the right. Got him swinging. Slider got him for strike 3.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Casas in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Inside, just missed.
2 balls, no strike.
That misses, and it's 3-0. On the inside corner for a strike. Top of the zone for a strike. 3-2 now.
Full count.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That to right. Cowser makes the play, and it's out number 3. Nothing across here this half. Game 2 heads to the 9th inning. It's the Red Sox 6 and the Orioles 2. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Brennan Bernardino.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the 1st inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
Well struck right field. It has the distance, gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they close the gap. It's 6-3.
That gives them hope they can pull off this comeback. They just need a few more swings like that, and they're back in business. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Now it's going to be Ahmed Rosario. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Right through there for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Justin Wilson preparing to come on if needed. Chapman also throwing. That one the other way. That's a hit. So a man at first. And now the right fielder, Colton Cowser. Here goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. And safe. It's a stolen base. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
In the air, left side. One away. Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Red Sox bullpen. Brennan Bernardino won't go any further. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Aroldis Chapman on to try and close it out.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
He's 2 outs away. And now, Cedric Mullins. Off the plate inside. And that's ball 1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Man at second.
No, inside.
Pitch is in there, and it's 2-1.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Rafaela. Out number 2. So they're down to their final out. Now, Jordan Westburg. 3 flyouts already. He's 0 for 3. High fly ball out towards left field. Back there. And it's off the Green Monster. The run comes in from second, and it's 6-4.
Picks himself up at RBI. He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing, and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here.
Orioles an out away. And into the box for Baltimore, Ryan Mountcastle. 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. Inside. And it's 1-0. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Out to shallow center. Dives and he can't hang on. Runner from second crosses the plate. And it's an RBI single, and they trail by 1.
No, they didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there, and on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for him.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Adley Rutschman, trying to deliver as the hero. And fouled off.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
Two on, 2 outs. Ripped on a line. And it hits off the monster. 1 runs in. Tag out. They cut down the go-ahead run at the plate. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. So a ninth inning comeback here, and this game has been flipped on its head. And we're all even at 6 apiece. Back here in Boston, all set for the bottom of the ninth. And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Connor Wong. Kittredge back to work.
No.
And that misses. And that's ball 1.
One ball, no strike.
He gets there on a slide. And that's a great play for the out.
Now back.
Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. That one finds the corner. Strike 1. To the right side, Mateo gets it to first, and that quickly 2 away. Tied at 6. So stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela. Just missed.
1-0.
Strike 1.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Trying to send this to extra innings. Struck him out swinging. That's the 3rd out, and we'll play extra innings in this one. Nothing doing here this half. 9 isn't enough to decide a winner, so we are off to extra innings. And we're all even at 6 apiece. So the Red Sox bring on a new pitcher, Justin Wilson. Tied at 6, Tyler O'Neill getting ready to hit. 0 for 4, a couple of flyouts. He's also grounded out and struck out. And that one fouled off. Swung on, belted. Way back there. And it's over the monster and off the billboard. An absolute smash to left. It's 7-6. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
And next for the Orioles, Gunnar Henderson. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Wilson in his 13th season, 37 years young. And he was a 5th-round pick back in 2008. On the run, throw to first, and he gets him. Nicely done. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Ahmed Rosario. Chris, his skill set straight out of the mid-'80s. Good contact, not much power, and he could run. He always uses the wheels to his advantage.
His biggest challenge in this day and age is to not get caught up in trying to hit home runs because so many people are.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. 2 down. Two outs, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Colton Cowser. That one lined into left field, and that's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles. Runner on the move. Swing and a ball lined to center. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Solo homer brings in 1 for Baltimore. And this is now a 7-6 ball game. Back here at Fenway, we're in extras here. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jarren Duran. What are you looking to do in these spots? You're down a run. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Felix Bautista.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Slice the other way and foul. Just missed. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hauls it in, 1 away. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism is shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
Hamilton in the box now, takes strike 1. Trying to close out a 1-run lead here in the late stages of Game 2. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back there. And it's off the wall. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. Around third. Relay throw. And he's got no chance. He's out. So it's their last chance in this one, and it's Rafael Devers in the box. Infield shifted to the pull side. Fastball is outside. A one-run lead here in Game 2 of the Wild Card Series. And there's a ball.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing, you can tie up the ball game. But if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hit hard but foul off to the left. This could end it. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 3.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
Ball game. They win the series and punch their ticket to the American League Division Series. So the Baltimore Orioles sweep this wild card series with back-to-back wins on the road. And they can now shift their focus to the division round.
Well, hats off to him, Boog. I mean, it's very difficult to come into a hostile stadium with all the energy and excitement of the postseason, but clearly that was no issue for these guys. They played well, and I think that bodes well for their chances at making a deep run here in October.